Make a date with Rev Dr Ebenezer Markwei at 6 a.m. from Monday to Saturday on Graphic Online via Facebook and YouTube as he expounds on matters of faith. Graphic Online, truth and accuracy every day.
Hello, this is Living Streams International of Living Streams International Matters of Faith with Graphic Online. Matters of Faith with International. We meet behind the Living Streams International. We meet at the Zoe Chapel of the Life Cathedral, behind the Trade Fair, behind Zenith College. We meet at the Zoe Chapel for the now. Leaving it too late. Cathedral is the Zoe Chapel, and we meet there on Sundays. And you know, there are some things that you need to do, and on Wednesdays for midweek services in the evening. And we'd like to invite you to be part of us. But this morning, I'm continuing. In John 20, verse 1, you remember part 3. Now, I pray that they would, who decided, but knowing them, they to go, my cameraman, talk to him. Right. But here's the interesting thing. We're taking a good look at Judges chapter of the body. But when they got there, the guy was already risen. It was too late. Now, I found out some things. And how God comes to town and God says, I want to meet them. You need to do them while the angelic visitation, and not just an angelic visitation. Many moon sacrifice, even though he had not been asked, but it was free will and it was something that he did. And the angel of God oil on his blessed the sacrifice. But the Bible said he ascended in the flames of the sacrifice. Wow. You know, I mean, and this is somebody that God described. God, sometimes a mighty man of valor, even though he was cowering in fear in the caves of the winepress. And he was cowering in walk in the valley of Gideon, drenched in the chaff. Sometimes there are people we need to wheat. You get threshing wheat at the wine press, doing the right thing at the wrong. That will rather you're covered with the chaff. Celebrate their dead. Mighty man of valor. And time you see us, I see we are fascinated and fixated with the dead. And you see all that my family is the poorest in the whole of Israel, and I am the least. And God. Meanwhile, when the person deal with the problem, you are going to be the salvation of your family. And so Gideon had broken down the altar. So the altar is that you really love the person. The altar of Baal and the before we gather and do part that was by it. He had bent it all down. New parties. That is all the necessary. We spend so much on the spiritual exercises that will promote success. That kind of monies on to promote goodwill. He had done all those things. He had desire. You get and leave the living of the altar. I mean, that is gone against the norm. And the third one, he had offered sacrifice. And that's one of the most prayed, because he had questioned God, you get it, and said to God, are you sure you want to use me? Spend so much time. There are all the ingredients for love to somebody. This is the time for you to let someone God drop the bomb. This is the time I'm not going to give you the victory. You are never really care about the person. This warfare of life, to go and retribute, succeed. God succinctly said, I'm involved in memorial parties. Giving him the victory. What? Because of the partnerships that he had. And this morning's one is. But I always say that if now God said to Gideon, deal with treat me well whilst I'm alive. And truthfully, those who are fearful, when God said deal with them, they went. That is, those from the dead, give you a slap and then go back. They went away. So the responsibility of discerning, or the responsibility of finding out those who, when it's too late. Because God said, you, Gideon, talk to them. So you become the mechanism by which you sever the. Do it now. Let the people around you know who do not believe in your future, because they were afraid. That means they didn't have faith for the future. Don't wait. They didn't have faith in the long term. Their narrative in their mind, the outcome of their narrative. Just to show them, the whole world know you love them. That's a lie. Show it to them while they're alive. And again, and said to Gideon, the people are still later.